Okay, so my next question is, how often do you come to Lourdes and how long do you usually stay?
Well, over the years we've developed our pattern. So our main time to come to Lourdes is, of course, in the summer. We're both teachers, so we're lucky to have the time, so we can come at the beginning of the summer holidays. So we come with Westminster. We used to join A and B diocese, especially when our mums could come, and now we kind of after Westminster and the young people go home. We stay and then do our stage, and we work then until the 11th of August. We would want to stay longer, but the French come, and we're not. We can't do it. It's the French national pilgrimage is a major pilgrimage, but there's an older Hospitality, and they outrank us, and so they do all the services, do all the work. So that forced us to go home, but we actually. Discovered that we'd come again, and so we then started coming in May during half term, and so we'd have a sort of 10 days then, and that was very nice because there's quite a few English groups around that time. And then for about the last 4 or 5 years we've actually been coming back in the very last week of the summer holiday, just have one last week.
We rarely come to Lourdes.
Yeah, there's a good few weeks in there. Really.
Yeah. So, but we're very lucky. We've got the time and the resources to be able to do that, which which a lot of people haven't. And of course, you can really tell this year. We know there are loads of people that would love to be able to come and do their service or be in Lourdes, and we are very blessed to be able to be here.
So the last thing I'd like to ask you is, over the years you must have had some experiences, you must have some wonderful, interesting stories. So what can you tell us?
Well, yeah, Lourdes is wonderful, and you meet wonderful people, and each week you're lucky enough to be here. You can have amazing conversations with people, and I suppose as a member of the Hospitality, one of the things that sort of struck me is that you do really simple things for people, like just welcome them at the train station. They've been on a train from the south of Italy for 20 hours, and you can be there and be the first person to welcome to Lourdes, and they are so happy. Or you park somebody in the wheelchair at the International Mass, and they're really grateful that you've helped them.
Yeah.
And all you've done is something incredibly little, and yet they're really impressed by what you've done. It's actually it's our pleasure to be able to do this for you. And so kind of putting faith into action has been probably kind of the fun thing. There's lots of also funny things about pilgrims, and so I've been, like today, standing outside the baths, and somebody's come and said, "Is this the grotto?" Thinking obviously not.
But you were there to point them in the right direction. Of course.
Having chuckling away, no, you missed it. You walked past it.
Okay.
That thing back there, that's the grotto.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Bernie?
I think for me, well, first of all, being a member of the Hospitality is a lot of fun. So there's lots of people who you meet who you don't even necessarily share a language with, but they come back at the same time each year. So now that we've been coming for so many years, we meet the same people each year, and just that camaraderie, and there is a lot of fun in it. But I think for me, particularly working in the baths, because for someone coming on pilgrimage to Lourdes, going to the baths can be an enormous thing for them. It's a really important thing for them to do, but that doesn't mean they're necessarily looking forward to it. And so when people come into the baths, they often are very anxious and very nervous. And so I find it just a real privilege to be there side by side with those people, and to be able to just try and calm them down, and to allow them to sort of get over that anxiety, and for them having that moment. And I think for lots of people, you never know what challenges they bring with them. Just because they look okay, that doesn't mean they're not carrying lots of burdens. And so being in the baths can be a very emotional time. And I think for me, it's just an absolute privilege to be with those people, and it's very, very special every single day, sharing those moments. And of course, there have been moments when there have been, I know, very sick people that have come, and people who are very close to death, and their bath, that one bath, is very important for them. And so just being able to give them the best bath that you can, and the best experience that you can. There's lots of special moments most days in the baths.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for talking to me today.
Our pleasure.
Thank you on behalf of the pilgrims that you've helped.
Still, it's a pleasure.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure.
see you soon.
See you soon.
Thank you very much.